Maybe today you're willing to admit in a general sense that you're a sinner. But even the devil would admit that, and he would say, I'm a pretty good sinner at that. He won't repent though. Maybe you're like, I help other people. Look, my friend, you can do all of that stuff, but there are no excuses. You will still end up in the lake of fire if you're not in the Lamb's book of life. You have to be born again. You must be. There is no other way. Here's how the Bible describes hell. Everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord. You'll be away from the glory of God, away from God himself forever. You shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the Lamb, Revelation 14. It will be awful. People can't begin to comprehend how bad this place will be for rejecting Christ and rejecting God and his salvation, his free invitation. A fiery furnace. You see these pictures that Jesus paints of hell in the New Testament. Everyone will be salted with fire. It'll be a place of tremendous suffering, emotional and physical. The smoke of your torment rising forever, time without end. Tormented, it says in the Bible, with fire, with burning sulfur day and night, forever and ever. Look, and don't be too comfortable. Some people are like, well, I was saved earlier in my life. You can be blotted out of the book of life. If you go back to continual worldliness and carnality, if that becomes the pattern of your life again, if you refuse to repent and live in deliberate, continual sin, whether it be sexual immorality or idolatry or covetousness or lying or any of those, anything, witchcraft, you will go to this place unless you repent and begin to serve Christ in an honest way, in the right way. And let me say this to Christians. If you're a Christian today, you ought to be a good witness for Christ every day of your life, because you don't want people to go to a place like this. And you want them to honor God and not dishonor God with their lives. So be careful. Take God's warnings from his word seriously and don't make excuses today.